Hi, I'm Jake Birkett from Graylian Games, and I'm playing Combat Zone on Vice64 emulator. And recently I played a game called Combat Zone from 1987, and it was a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up like this one, in the style of Xevious, where you can shoot forwards and you've got ground targets as well. I'm just skipping the cracking group there. Yeah, and then, but it was really, really slow and not fun to play. So much so that I probably only played it for a couple of minutes. It was a shame because it looked like it had potential, but it was too slow to play. Anyway, I was looking it up on Lemon64 and discovered that actually there was another Combat Zone with two more. One is a horizontal scrolling shoot 'em up, which I'm not playing at the moment. And this one, which is another vertically scrolling shoot 'em up by somebody called Ruben Johnson. And it's also a Xevious style clone, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll give that a go. And it looked better. It had a bigger screen and so on, and slightly better rating on Lemon64, but not. Oh, actually, no, I don't think the one I played first had any rating on there. I'm not sure. Anyhow, this one is different. I made the mistake before of clicking instructions, and it actually plays you this really long unskippable movie unless you're supposed to press the run stop key. So it's not particularly useful. The only problem is last time I played it, I couldn't figure out how to fire bombs, which is a bit weird for a Xevious style game. So let me just, I might actually make a quick save here and then load up the instructions, and I can skip out if it tries to play the movie thing. Many buildings, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, then it plays this really long unskippable movie. So okay, I won't do that then. Right, let's just start the game. I'll show you what the game is like. Aha, bomb, left shift. That's what I need to know. Left shift. That's a very specific key. I wouldn't mind if it was space. Redefine keys, F5. Oh, it's got keys. Okay, right, left, forwards, back, bomb, space, fire key, Z. Vaporizer, let's put V for now. I don't know what that does. Okay, I'm going to save in the emulator and start the game, which I have to press twice. Okay, let's hope this works. So I'm going to have to try out space. Yeah, it does, drops a bomb. Okay, good. So last time I played this, I couldn't figure that out. Thing is, this is an obvious case for why a joystick needed two buttons with a separate input, which you didn't have on a Commodore 64. You had 5 directions and the fire button, right? So you can never really, you could attach key, button presses to the space bar on some Commodore 64 games, or perhaps another key if it was a not a well used one. But it meant taking your hand off the joystick in order to spam the space bar. So you really want the sort of mechanics that support you doing that. And in a fast-paced shoot 'em up, like having to spam the space bar whilst using a controller, it's quite a lot, if you see what I mean. Maybe it would be better actually just played on keys. Maybe I'll try that. I'm going to put this controller down and see if I can use the keys. Yeah, I can, because I redefine them in the game. So I'll save. Oh, it does appear to be moving oddly though, actually. I better go back to controller. Yeah, it didn't appear to be doing what I wanted. Like it was going up to the top right of the screen, even though I was using all 4 cursor keys. So yeah, I must have messed up when I redefined them. So yeah, let's have a look at this game. It's basically a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, and it's got a slow scrolling background, which I think is too slow personally. It makes it look jerky, and it would have benefited from being twice as fast, I think, as this. And the main ship control is also quite slow, so it's not a speedy, certainly not a bullet hell game. I mean, it's got these spinning metal sheets like from the original, Xevious has this sort of thing, right? So that's an homage. And this black thing is a force field, and if you're not careful when you fly into it, you just immediately blow up, which the first time round I just couldn't figure out what was happening. So yeah, if I take my time, I guess I can shoot ground targets. It's just when it's hectic, having to, spam the space bar is quite tricky. Oh no, I reload that bit. So I'm not even sure what happens when you die. I think actually, yeah, it puts you back to the beginning of the level or something, which is undesirable. We don't want that. I really need to do some space barring on these things, I presume. Yeah, look. Ooh, well that was foolish. I backed off into the, oh no. I'm loading with the emulator here. Ooh. Okay, here goes. Yeah, got them. Okay. Ooh, looked like I took that as a hit then, but somehow I survived. So yeah, the other thing is I'm using the Xbox 360 controller, which is pretty good for this game. The only thing is normally, I think, yeah, there's no auto fire in the game, so I'm having to either spam the fire button like this constantly, which is doable. Oh, so you can fire a lot of bombs. Look at this. Most Xevious games is a pause when you go to fire the bomb. Quite a big gap between each bomb. But yeah, so manually firing all this time is a bit tiresome. So in Vice64 you can set up your controller to have auto fire. So that's what I've got mapped to the A button. So that's pretty good. Let's get those things. Yeah, skills. Right, a save. So now that I know how to play this game, I'm thinking it's actually not too bad. I mean, it's sluggish in some ways, and there aren't any power-ups as far as I can see. You've just got the 2 base weapons, which I guess is more than a lot of games give you, but ooh, I died. Yeah, but it's not too bad. The ship's a bit sluggish, the scrolling is. The art's kind of okay, you know, and at least it's got different locations like land and sea and so on. So, and it sort of plays all right. And maybe it's too easy with auto fire, but otherwise you just do this and tie your finger out anyway. So it's down to the program how many shots they give you on the screen at once, really. Ooh, right, we've got to the jets flying over the sea. More things to bomb there, I think. Yeah, maybe I could just hold the space bar down. No, okay. That doesn't work. Maybe I could set up a joypad button or something to do it. And then that might be easier. But I haven't done that yet in this emulator. Right, so I'm under attack by sort of like candy of some kind, like, not really sure what that is. Looks like a posh garden, but I haven't been bombing it. I mean, I'm a bit loath to, really. I mean, look, it looks quite nice. Unless it's a deadly military, you know, building or something, and it's not actually a, you know, fancy garden. Ooh. Okay, made progress. Well, I think I might stop playing soon because it's okay. Definitely better than the other one I played, which was unplayable. Like, this is playable, it's just a tiny bit jank. Like the way that the scores on the side scroll down with the background. Like, basically it shouldn't be doing that. It should be static. It's almost like either a bug that the programmer couldn't fix, or that they turned into a feature, so they made it into a sort of scrolling score, because it's got player 1, player 2, high score, all in one, and different colours and stuff. So, oh, that was a force field. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. I'm going to have to dodge and weave around the metal plates in the force field. Is it going to make me go in that, slip in this tiny gap? Oh, it's the boss. Okay. Well, I can't get near it yet because of this force field on the left, this black sort of flickering object wall. Ah, okay. I was wondering when it was going to fire with its right gun, and it hadn't. Right, maybe I'll go over there now. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, was it? So it wasn't really the boss of the whole game or anything, which would have been a bit soon. It was a sort of level end boss, I guess, or a sub-boss. I've forgotten to use the bomb. I wonder if it would have worked on the boss. Probably not, because they looked like they were airborne, but... Okay, it's changed up the graphics a bit for this level. Yeah, so I wonder if how old this is. Is this an 80s game, or is it actually a modern attempt? Or is it, you know, was it unreleased commercially or something? Or not really sure. There's not a lot of information about it. It's certainly a good effort, and it would have been good to see if the programmer got better at this genre and put out another game. That would be cool. Alright, I think I'm probably done with Combat Zone, so ooh, things burst out the sea there. Yeah, it's not bad, you know. I think it's definitely worth a go for the curious. Like, there are definitely way worse games on the Commodore 64 than this, so in terms of... So I think it's not bad, not bad. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.